Welcome back to JMP's Awesomeness. I'm P.
I'm Jay.
And on this episode, we're going to be interviewing my friend RJ and discussing Martian conspiracy theories. So, welcome yourself, RJ.
Hi, I'm RJ, and I do stuff.
He does stuff.
He's good at it.
We think. Or at least he thinks.
I'm just mediocre.
He's in a local band in the area called Kruger. If you're in the Hudson Valley and or Orange County area of New York, they play shows frequently, so you can check them out on Facebook or whatever you want to do. He's into comic books and horror films too, so maybe he'll be on some other episodes as well. But just to start this off,
he's very enthusiastic right now.
Yeah, obviously. We could all tell that. To get this all started, I guess we could just talk about conspiracy theories in general before we get on to the Martian ones. I don't know. I've talked to you about this before, and you don't really believe in almost any of them.
No, I don't.
Anything else you want to say about that?
No.
There's not one that you believe in.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, but frankly, I've been drinking, so I can't think of much.
We all have.
Yes, that's the point of the podcast.
It's awesome.
I just tell my wife I'm doing a podcast. Really, I'm just an alcoholic. She's starting to catch on, though, so shh. But you don't believe in like the JFK stuff or anything like that?
No, I think, I forget his name.
John Wilkes Booth.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
There you go. I thought you were going to fall for it.
I had to think for a second, like, what?
No, I think Lee Harvey Oswald just got a good shot off and cracked JFK in the head. I don't think it was a shooter from the grassy knoll or some sort of secret compartment in the bottom of the fucking limo that popped up and a midget shot him in the head, shot the other guy, and a magic bullet popped out of somebody's ass.
You're going to make me spend hours censoring this episode.
Yes, I am.
That's okay. It's better that way.
Titty fucker.
God damn it. Nobody else has to do any work on this. So it's easy for you guys to laugh it off.
I'm very lazy. I let Preston do everything.
Plus, I'm the one with the laptop doing it. Are you serious? But anyway, well, I guess, what do you think, Jay? I think that JFK stuff is pretty interesting. I don't think he was killed by...
It interests me. I think it was governmental just because he was a president that had different ideals than...
Well, he was trying to shut down the CIA.
No, it's because he was Catholic. He's the only Catholic president.
I mean...
Well, they're all Christian, though.
No, he was the only Catholic one.
But they're all Christian.
They're different. They're Catholic. They believe in the Pope. They believe in the Easter Bunny. So they shot him.
I don't think they actually believe in the Easter Bunny at all, but...
Fuck your semantics. Go on, Jay.
Come on. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. The JFK thing, I don't know. I have a funny feeling that the government was involved. I mean, it was Cold War era. Maybe the Cubans were involved too. I think
it was the CIA.
It's the way they explain it, and you watch some of these documentaries about it. It's hard to say, but there's a lot of unexplained things. So I guess that's what makes a conspiracy anyway. Unexplained events.
Yeah, there's really no way to prove it. So,
It's one of those things in 30 years, maybe we'll find out what really happened.
You know what actually happened? Jackie Kennedy was really pissed off that...
The Marilyn Monroe, right?
No, it wasn't Marilyn Monroe. It was those fucking Nordic aliens that came up with the one nipple.
You and the F word, man. You're killing me tonight.
When the fuck did I say fuck?
Shit.
I'm the only one who hasn't cursed. This is ridiculous.
I'm usually pretty good, but I don't know. The alcohol's hit me pretty hard.
You wanted me to drink more.
Well, I wanted it to be eventful, but God. Anyway.
Maybe we should just change this episode to conspiracies in general.
Well, we could, but this has only been not even 5 whole minutes. Yeah.
We're going to touch on.
We're gonna hit some other ones up. So if you guys want to hear about some other random stuff, just keep listening. But for the time... Oh, come on, RJ. Spilling the beer. I'll just let that settle in my pants and the carpet. All right, so I guess now we're just going to get into the Martian conspiracy theories after dealing with the beer spill.
Sorry.
It's all right. I don't really care. Excellent.
Yes.
Those are also a custom on the show.
That's a theme.
Yeah.
I think I threw up a little.
Awesome. That's called acid reflux, RJ.
I have
Zantac.
issues.
So anyway, the first
Nice product placement, though.
Right? If we can get sponsors, why not have me Zantac?
yeah, I guess it's a good one because anyone who listens to us wants to throw up. That's a good one to throw in there. Thank you, Jay. Way to promote. Anyway,
Gotta do what I gotta do.
the first, just let them all know right ahead that you're gonna hate what they hear. The first conspiracy theory about Mars is the fact that it's an advertisement for the movie The Martian. That's been out for a few weeks now. I actually saw it. You saw it as well, RJ. Jay has
I have not seen it. I have to get a pirated version of it.
I can.
Well, let's talk about your illegal activities while you're at it.
I mean, I'm gonna go to the theaters.
I'm gonna be a good citizen and buy it
Yes.
on Blu-ray.
Well, I can legally let you watch a bought version, and I'm a liar.
Anyway, back onto the actual subject. Like I said, the movie's been out for like 3 weeks or so now, and it basically just states that people believe that we found water on Mars to basically promote the movie The Martian, because now everyone's talking about Mars. They want to read more about Mars. They want to, go watch The Martian, I guess, which I suppose would make sense. I don't think it's that believable. We discussed this before. To sit there and say that NASA would put their credibility on the line for whatever a movie would pay them out with, it wouldn't even be $1 billion. Probably be like a couple million, which really doesn't seem worth it. So, I don't know. I could see them maybe paying them to postpone releasing the information about the water on Mars, like by a couple weeks or something like that. But I couldn't see them paying them off to the point of making up the discovery.
Yeah, I mean, they've been sending, the one Mars rover has been there for how long now?
2 years, I
the
think.
90s, I think
Yeah,
was the
I'm
first
pretty sure it
one
was
that came
late
up.
90s that went up there. I don't know if they did one in the 2000s or not, but it's been
Curiosity,
there.
right? It's Curiosity.
I think it's Curiosity, yeah. But they've been taking samples of the soil and stuff for so long that eventually I would think they would find something.
They were just a little Mars curious.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta find water.
Frankly, I think that they just kind of put it out in.
It seemed like perfect timing, right?
Yeah,
I think that's why this conspiracy came up.
it's because the movie was coming out and they're like, oh, Mars is going to be on people's minds, so let's raise popularity for it and release our
Movie?
no, not the movie, the
Discovery?
findings.
yes,
Yeah, there you go.
that word.
Both of us.
Yeah. We're on point.
Rediscovery. So, I guess moving on, we'll hit up the second one. By the way, for anybody listening in, I'll put the link in the description. I'm getting all these off of I Fucking Love Science. It's their, I believe, 5 crazy Martian conspiracy theories. This came out probably about almost a month ago. So, for any of you who want to read them for yourself, or just kind of grazing over them and summarizing them, you can go read the whole article for yourself. But, number 2. It's all about NASA's budget. This one basically is just saying that they knew about all this stuff all along or whatever, and they are just basically making the discovery for the purpose of getting more money. So I guess, again, it would come down to, is it really worth the credibility? Okay, so you want more funding. You're going to say that you made this discovery. But then once that happens and people find out, I don't know, 5-10 years from now that you were making it up, your budget went from however much extra you got to 0 because now everyone thinks that you're liars and doesn't want to fund it. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's the same thing that happened with the moon landing missions. They said it cost too much to go to the moon, so that's why they stopped that.
Yeah.
One of the main reasons, anyway.
It's ridiculous. Like, you're like, this is the biggest expedition that mankind can make, but we don't feel like funding it. One more reason why money is like the root of all evil.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Aside from religion.
That'll be another topic.
They kind of coincide. Mark is going to hate this episode.
He'll be like, yeah, I couldn't listen to it.
Probably.
Wait, was I shitting on the Catholics when you were recording? Or was that before the recording?
That was during the JFK stuff, yeah.
But you weren't really, I wouldn't say shitting on him.
No.
You were just saying that they killed JFK because he was Catholic, not...
Oh. Whoops.
We'll end that there.
Anyway, going back to the Mars stuff.
I believe this one is you, Jay. Number 3. Oh, I just got an Amber Alert. I'm going to dismiss that because I don't care about that missing child.
It's not your child.
No,
He's safe upstairs right
He
now.
is upstairs.
My
Hopefully
child is in his bed. Actually, it's just a dog. Never mind.
Yours is still in your nutsack, waiting to be flushed in that toilet later.
Apparently, NASA is recruiting for people to go to Mars, based on the discovery, I guess. But the problem is they're saying it's a suicide mission because you'll never be able to come back.
I volunteer. I will come out and say I
I mean,
volunteer
if I didn't
right
have
now.
any family ties or anything like that, I would
Fuck my-
probably go.
Fuck my
yeah.
family ties. I want to go to Mars.
I think it's just basically saying that they made the discovery, quote unquote, to promote people to go to Mars, like to recruit them in that aspect.
Well, they
Basically,
said
false hope.
There's like hundreds of thousands of people all over the world that would go.
You signed up for that one thing, did you not?
No, I didn't sign up for
Or you
Mars.
were
I
going
was thinking
to.
of signing up for Mars one, but when I read into
That
it,
was a hoax.
it wasn't really a hoax. It was more of a scam because you had to pay a fee and
Go nowhere.
put in an application video of why they should choose you to go to Mars. And
Should be because you're a scientist and you know what you're doing.
and the whole reasoning behind sending in a video is it was going to be some sort of reality TV show so they could get a budget to do this. And I thought that was bullshit. Just send me to Mars. I got nothing to live for. I just want to set foot on another planet.
I would die on another planet. You're the first dude to die on another planet.
I want to be the first person to jerk off on another planet.
Spoiler alert. In The Martian,
Like jerking off? Like, what?
he makes a lot of references to being like the first person or the first being to do this and that on
Space
Mars.
pirate.
You'd be
Yeah, he's a
instantly-
space pirate.
You'd be instantly famous.
Yeah.
But then you can't go back, so you can't reap the benefits.
I wouldn't care.
I want to be the
Christopher Columbus who?
I guess I'm selfish that way. I don't know. I would expect millions of dollars for going.
I don't
to
even
Mars.
care about. I hate money so much. The only reason why I work is because I literally need to.
Yeah. You
If
have a
I would
family.
do things I enjoy for free, if it benefited somebody, just for the simple fact I enjoy doing it.
Right.
I work because that's what I need to do to sustain my family. If money sucks, I hate it. I hate the fact like I want things and
corrupt. Yeah.
I can't just barter with somebody. Like I can't be like, oh, I have this and you want it and you have that and I want that. Why can't we just trade? That's why I love Craigslist so much. But
and that's
real
why
life
I'm
doesn't
gonna
work that
drink
way.
Beer in the corner because I'm not part of this conversation.
RJ loves money. But anyway,
I like it to an extent.
I like it for the fact that I can buy things with it. But I feel like it shouldn't have to be the way that it is.
Yeah.
What was the whole point of this again?
Money. I don't know. We got off track.
Money, Mars both start with M.
Oh,
Awesome.
new conspiracy.
There's a tie. We're like, you can't see my hands right now, but they're interlocked. It's like this.
Well, before Jay gets to his last conspiracy theory on the list, I will hit up number 4 with "It's to cover the existence of Martians." The article, I'll just read the entire small paragraph that is the article. Is
Go for it.
Yep. There are people who believe that Mars was once inhabited by intelligent life and that space researchers want to cover up this amazing fact. And scientists have chosen to do this by focusing the world's attention on the red planet itself. We can't even. So I guess there's people who are saying that the discovery of the water on Mars is to cover up the fact that there was once life on Mars, but how would it have been covered up previously?
I don't know, because they keep releasing those pictures that people are like, oh my god, that's a grainy photo of a crab, or that's a grainy photo of a ghost woman, or
Well, there was the pyramid looking stuff.
Yeah,
that one's pretty hard to
the
dismiss.
pyramid and the like face on Mars,
The
that's
floating spoon.
fucking spoon. Don't
That's how
even.
the ghost woman eats, though. You need a floating spoon if you want to be a
what
ghost
about-
woman and eat.
You
But
need
what about-
sustenance.
But what about the crabs? Couldn't she eat the crabs?
Those are her crabs. She got them while making the pyramids with other aliens.
Wait,
That's
the
how you
ghost-
make love in space.
So there's alien sexual transmitted disease. Too?
Wait,
Well, they're massive crabs.
But wait,
And they live on Mars.
how do you have sex with a ghost woman who has massive crabs?
Well, maybe she got the crabs from us, and they became massive due to the atmosphere of Mars being thinner.
But how do you have sex with a ghost person?
I'm just trying to be scientific
like,
here.
what if she doesn't want to have sex with you and you just walk through her? Is that rape?
I don't believe so. I believe
It's not like a roof eater. Or
it's
anything like that.
unwanted penetration, though.
Yeah, but it's me, and when I look at myself in the mirror, I can see that everyone, even Martians, want this.
I don't want that.
You're a liar. I can see it in the stash. Either way.
Listen, he wants money for more bigger budget stuff. He's gonna suck a lot of dick.
You and the censoring. You're killing me. I really don't know what to do about this. Don't even
I'm
laugh
making you
about
work
it.
for that money.
Too hard.
I guess I should move on to the next topic, since we're talking a lot about sexual favors right now.
Well, I mean, before you move on, if we're going to talk about sexual favors, and our time isn't really even close to up, might as well go on to how one-nippled aliens may have something to do with this ghost woman and her floating spoons.
You never know. If there was life on Mars, it could be these people that are coming to visit us.
I mean,
Well,
in the previous podcast, there was the people, or the guy who was going to have like the sexual thing with the Nordic and Asian woman, and he bit off the Asian woman's nipple. The woman in the picture that I saw, she looked kind of Asian. Maybe she went back home with one nipple, and I said that he did not think of her. And maybe instead of
Selfish.
just going back, yeah, he was selfish. Instead of going back and being able to rape other Earthlings, she was rejected by her community, and they can't grow Mr. Garrison nipples anymore. And now she's sent to Mars, kind of like Yoda in the Dagobah system.
She's an outcast.
Yeah, and now she has to live on Mars with a floating spoon and crabs because she only has one nipple. This guy,
She got executed for having one nipple. Because
she
this
wasn't
guy-
executed; she was excommunicated.
No, if she's a ghost, she was executed.
Well, we don't know if she's a ghost. It's a bad camera.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
well, either way, she has one nipple, she has giant crabs, and eats out of a giant spoon.
She has problems.
I like crabs though, but like not sexual
What?
oriented crabs. Or do I?
I'm glad you clarified that.
No, I have a back scratcher for other reasons.
I don't want I guess the next thing that was touched on was politics being involved. If it's a left-wing plot to not
Let's
go
read
to
this
Mars.
whole ridiculous thing.
I guess I will. Right here it says science can't be
Wait.
divorced.
I'm gonna
What?
pee. You can keep reading, but I'll be
Okay.
back.
Be quick, sir.
Or be dead.
All right, this says science can't always be divorced by politics. As many teachers have learned when they've tried to explain evolution to their class, but usually astronomy gets off lightly, budgetary questions aside. Nevertheless, prominent right-wing radio host Rush Limbaugh, oh man, thinks NASA's announcement is part of Obama's plan to advance the leftist agenda.
The fucking lefts.
Yeah.
They're not right.
Nope.
That is
It
a
says
loud
that-
piss.
Apparently, it says this is so crazy that even Limbaugh, who let's face it, could make conspiracy theorizing an Olympic sport, can explain how it works. Instead, Limbaugh said, "I don't know what the truth is. I would assume I would be something to do with global warming." I guess that
Wait,
goes
so-
aside with trying to build an ecosystem on Mars.
Wait, so Mars is causing global warming?
I don't-
Preston, you
they'll try
done
to-
peeing yet?
they'll
Mars
try
is
to-
causing global warming.
I don't even know because their atmosphere is so thin. That how I guess global warming exists there anyway.
Well, is that why it's the red planet? Because it got global warmed?
It could be. Maybe an alien race was there before and they fucked it up like we're fucking Earth up.
Fuck.
I know he's gonna love editing this episode. It's awesome.
now?
We said fuck a lot.
You just said it again.
I did. But going back to the leftist agenda, Rush Limbaugh,
Yeah,
You know him.
that guy.
he says, look at the temperature data that has been reported by NASA. It's just been made up. It's fraudulent for however many years. There isn't any warming, so he says. there hasn't been for 18.5 years. Like we said before, there's not really much of an atmosphere on Mars.
And my big thing is, what does Mars' atmosphere have to do with Earth?
Because Mars is
Closer?
No, Mars is causing global warming, therefore the penguins are dying.
Oh, okay. That still makes no sense.
Limbo.
I just don't understand the connection. Like, what? I talked to a few people about this at work and everything, and I don't understand what Mars has. What does it have to do with Earth at all?
Because Obama discovered Mars, therefore Mars caused global warming, and the penguins are dying.
He wasn't the first one to have a rover land on it. Obama has nothing to do with Mars. But you're absolutely right, RJ.
Well, they're saying, I guess Limbaugh says that, like, global warming on the Earth they're lying about the polar ice caps, even though it's been documented that they've been shrinking for years. But he says that they're lying about the North and South poles on Mars, that there's not as much ice as they're saying there is.
Wait, why do we give a fuck about the...
You just cursed and had nothing to say after it.
Because you fucking cut me off. Why do we give a shit about global warming on Mars?
I know, we should be worried about here.
I don't think they are worried about Mars. I think that he's just somehow trying to connect that the Mars discovery is influencing people to believe in climate change on Earth. I just don't see the connection at all.
Because it's not the same. The planets are totally, they're similar in ways.
The only
but not
thing that you can connect it is that if Mars is getting hotter, that's why Earth's getting hotter. Not because of our gas emissions, not because of anything else that we do, only because we're getting closer to the sun. But the most scientific arguments have to do with the fact that we're just polluting because we're dirtbags. Not so much that it has anything to do with us getting closer to the sun, which is also true. Mm-hmm. We do slowly become closer to the sun because it has a gravitational pull. But
so is that why we got rid of Pluto as a planet? Because
it's actually back now.
Is it a planet again?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
When the hell did that happen?
It happened like 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Well, I don't listen
5 months ago.
Well, I don't listen to the news, but
so I'm the only one up to date on anything apparently.
No, I was gonna ask if that is that
viewers out there. Just if you want to believe anybody, believe me.
Listen to Preston.
Yeah,
because he cuts us off.
I'm P, man. You call me P on the show.
I'm sorry. Everyone knows.
Never say my full name.
I mean, my name's Jay anyway, so I don't care.
Actually, I'm assuming it's Jason. We've actually
James.
Oh,
yes.
That also makes sense. We've actually, I don't think, ever gone over this. That's just weird. But
really, this could be a whole nother episode. Oh, I'm sci-fi shit.
They go by just single letters, and I am RJ because I'm fucking special.
I could be JJ though.
Got them dueling letters. Letters. Got them dueling letters.
But back to the whole Pluto thing. Is the whole reason why they got rid of it as a planet in the first place, even though it's back. Is it because global warming is affecting Pluto and it's just melting because it's a ball of fucking ice?
It's not a ball of ice. It just has a lot of ice on it. They got rid of it because Neil deGrasse Tyson was actually one of the main supporters to get rid of it. My man. I said this in a previous episode.
I don't like him anymore. He was trying to get rid of Pluto.
I agree with him. It's basically a moon. It's not really a planet. It's actually
a moon.
It's not really a moon. I think it's more of like a lost massive comet or something like that, or meteor.
This guy got pulled in the gravitational pull.
Yeah, it's not really like the size, or it doesn't really have like all the descriptive things needed for a planet, which is why it was agreed to get rid of it. But then people agreed to get it back. I think it mostly came down to political stuff. To be honest,
I think it always does in America. What the hell?
Well, I don't think America's the one who classifies what a planet is or not.
I mean, you never hear about the other countries talking about.
Well, that's because we're in America.
Listen, H.P. Lovecraft was smart. He thought there was people living on Pluto.
I doubt that one.
And he's
cold as hell.
He's dead, so
Yetis.
So he's got to be right.
Yetis are on Pluto.
He wrote a story about it. I can't think of its name right now. And he's dead. Therefore, Pluto is a planet.
Well,
I thought we were talking about Mars.
Yeah, we were.
We totally get so off kilter on these podcasts, but I think that's what makes it entertaining.
What about a kilt?
You can wear one.
Did I say kilt?
You said off kilt, yeah.
I'm Irish, so it's okay.
The Scottish wear kilts.
Yeah.
Oh, the Irish just drink a terrible.
That's right. You thought you wore a kilt because you were drunk.
Exactly.
But it turns out you're just cross-dressing.
That's right.
Which is also okay. I mean, don't want to offend
Whatever
anybody.
floats your boat.
Or sinks your ship. Or duct tapes it to your thigh. I don't care.
Whoa.
So
But either way.
So back to Mars.
Yes.
Well, that was actually the last one, I believe, right? Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
even
5,
remember.
right? Well, you're on conclusion there. So
We're talking about Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, it was.
yeah, that was the last one. It was Rush Limbaugh. I mean, who really believes what he has to say anyway? Another thing with the climate change thing that I don't understand is what do the left wingers or liberals get
Yeah.
out of this? Like the whole climate change and pollution. What do you gain out of that? You don't gain money. You're just trying to save the environment. Like, what do you gain to lie about this?
It's almost like sounding like I'm right.
Yeah, he just
Like-
wants to be right.
Yeah.
And I guess that's his argument for the other people. They just want to be right. But
I mean, it sounds like he's full of crap most of the time.
Well, how
Just to get view. I mean, it's for viewership. Like, that's how he makes his money.
well, Rush Limbaugh has been around for years.
Well, how can you
but-
be left and right?
Yeah.
cross-dressing? We went over that.
Just tuck it away.
you tuck that right side right down into the left side. Make that Audi an innie. When I was young, I was able to do that. Now it hurts way too much.
Yeah, it's like, it bends it. It's not
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't need to know about your cross-dressing youth, but
I wasn't cross-dressing. I was just trying to make my Audi an innie, if you know what I'm saying.
I can't say that I've ever tried that, but go on.
I didn't really try it. It kind of happened by accident one day, and I realized I could do it. I thought I was a superhero. I'm just saying. I didn't realize I
inside
was
out.
I have
different.
powers.
He was inside out, dick man.
You and the censor.
This is gonna be terrible.
But the weird thing is, I don't censor the word damn, but I will censor the word dick.
What about cunt?
RJ. Anyway,
Cunt.
I'm gonna slap you in the face. Being as we're on
It's
this,
gonna be 20 minutes long because we're gonna have to cut half the episode out.
yeah, I mean we're at almost a half hour now, so we were saying that we're gonna get into other conspiracy theories. Are there any other ones? I mean, well, I know Jay's really big into aliens, so
Yeah.
might as well go into like the ancient alien stuff that you're into. What are you selling? Like
You're into ancient aliens?
some of them are compelling. He says.
I mean, some of them like interest me. Just like how
You
the
were saying
hell?
there was like 2 episodes or 2 things specifically that you thought were pretty compelling.
I think even with ancient Egypt with the pyramids, how the crap did these slaves? I mean, there
They
was
broke it down to
a
wet
ton of them.
sand, but
I mean, like how?
Joke's on you, they weren't really slaves.
no, they weren't. They actually had a
Jewish?
union and everything.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's in the hieroglyphics and stuff. There's like they had a union
can't
set
read
up
them.
and. It's
So
pretty good.
I'm kind of lost when I see them. I don't know, but I've seen stuff like the 3 main pyramids in Egypt are lined up with Orion's belt. Like, how do you see that? Back then, there was no planes or anything. How do you see that from the air? I know they had I can't even say it.
Astronomers?
There you go. I can't say it right now.
Listen,
You guys are not on my
when-
level.
No.
I could
they-
drink it.
Yeah.
I could outdrink either of you.
I know.
when they didn't have the internet, what else was there to do? We're gonna go sit in the sand and stare at the stars. Oh shit, those 3 are in a line. Let's make pyramids that line up with them. Proved you wrong, fucker.
Well, this actually comes down to the movie Zeitgeist goes over this so well. Basically, Jesus is probably around like the 1200th or even further along version of Jesus. The Egyptians had a version. There was actually a Jewish version of Jesus as well.
Wait, wasn't Jesus Jewish?
Yeah, but I mean, like in the actual Old Testament, there was a version. I think his name was Joseph. I don't really know an extensive amount about it, so I don't want to get into
We'll
it.
have to
'Cause-
touch on religion at some other
oh yeah, and Marcus
Oh,
would definitely
good.
hate that episode. Or
No,
maybe like it.
Maybe we have him as a guest.
That should be great.
Can
Yeah,
I
because
come
Marcus
back
is very
too?
knowledgeable.
Because I know
Well, yeah. Have you and Marcus? You met Marcus before, so
he
yeah,
fell asleep.
he did. We discussed that at work,
Yeah.
but yeah, it should be a great episode. RJ and Marcus. Marcus is very knowledgeable. Plus, he's very devout Catholic, so
And I'm the Antichrist.
I don't believe that.
It's
But
2 different views, which works out, you know?
yeah, but what I was getting to is the fact that in Zeitgeist they discuss how the reason why there's so many versions predating Jesus and other things basically just like Jesus are because, he was born apparently on December 25th. And the three kings came to greet him, all that stuff. It all goes to astronomy. The three kings, also known as Orion's Belt, the three stars that make the Orion's Belt, three kings, on December 24th they align, and on December 25th they hit where the sun rises. They used to call the sun god. Mm-hmm. So when the sun would rise, the three kings come to meet him on December 25th, and there rises the Son of God.
Holy shit! Jesus is in the sun. We need to nuke the sun and get him out.
Well, if we nuke the sun, it might just get hotter. I don't know. Actually, no.
Listen, we need to release Jesus from the sun.
Flares might happen.
I'm not a scientist.
Trying to get
EMPs.
We need to get rid of
EMPs either, but
we need
you guys
to get
are
rid
terribly
of the sun.
bad with scientific facts. But bottom line, even the cross is not a Christian thing. People believe it to be because of the crucifix and all that. It came from old pagan stuff. The original ones were a cross with a circle around it, and that circle within the cross. It's like this. And
yeah. I know
it's actually a sign for the zodiac.
Yeah.
That's where it started from. And there's even a part in the Bible where people misconstrue it to being the end of it says the end of Aeon, and then they mistranslate it to the end of days or the end of the world, and it actually means the end of the Aeon. Now, Aeons are another thing based on
years or something. Is it like an amount of years?
Yeah, an Aeon it's basically based on the signs, like the year of the Leo, the year of the Pisces, and I believe it's oh crap, what's the one with the water? Is that Libra?
Aries?
No, Aquarius is the one with the water.
Aquarius, yeah.
What's the one before that?
Noah.
No, that's not a sign.
Motherfucker flooded the earth.
No, the one before Aquarius. It's Pisces. It's Pisces. There's a part from the Bible where Jesus says something to come to the house of bread with the man with two fish, and he will bring you a tall pitcher of water, or something along those lines.
What?
It's a thing from the Bible.
So I understand,
and then he says something about how that will bring the end of the Aeon. And people mistranslate to the end of the world. What it actually meant was you're coming to the end of the age of Pisces, and you're about to enter the age of Aquarius, which Jesus, his whole time span was in the age of Pisces. We are still currently in the age of Pisces, and in about 5 or so years, about 10 years, or maybe less, we should be hitting the age of Aquarius, and that's what he was talking about.
And also, at some point, we were talking about Mars.
Well, we said that we were going to go into other conspiracies.
I don't fucking remember that part.
I could tell. You've gone cross-eyed.
I've also farted at some point, and
I heard
Did you shit?
Possibly.
Manic!
I have to pee so badly.
You have to pee?
Yeah.
Go pee.
All right.
Take a break.
You can stand up.
Make that pee-pee.
All right.
Break the seal.
I already broke the seal when I took a shit and turned his bathroom into a fucking biohazard zone.
Man, he's going to make me edit for a whole week for this episode.
This whole episode.
Fuck. I hate him. Well, I guess we might as well, talk for a little bit, sum this up. That way when he gets back, we'll all say goodbye. But like I said before, I'll put the link in the description to the I Fucking Love Science, I guess Facebook as well, and the link to the actual article.
They always have
Google.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
say.
A lot of people say they're not very credible, but I told the person that said that to me, I don't care. They're usually pretty good.
Even if it's not totally credible, it makes for a good conversation.
They're usually pretty good at coming back and letting you know, like, hey, I messed this up, or
yeah.
So they're very honest about things if they mess it up, but they also give me a good starting point for my own personal research. I think if you're going to go on the internet with the expectation to believe whatever you see, you should not be allowed to tell me anything. So I don't care what Facebook site says what, I'm going to go do my own personal research afterwards. So if you saw...
you kind of have to.
Yeah, if you saw, like, I Fucking Love Science's thing, and you're like, oh... well, it wasn't very credible. Well, last time I checked, you're on Facebook.
Yeah, it goes back to don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Just
People are dumb, but... So, I don't know. I think they're a good, at least, starting point. And they have very, like you said, interesting articles.
Yes.
RJ is coming back from that PP. And now we're going to start closing up our show. So, I guess I hate you. Now's a good point to end this episode. You've been listening to JMP's Awesomeness.
This is Jay.
I'm P.
I'm RJ.
That's RJ. And we're signing off, so see ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for the views.